If you want to save time when signing off your survey reports, you can use our Quick Fills feature. Quick Fills aren't enabled on templates by default, since we don't know who will be at your end who will be signing off reports. So if you want this feature, please get in touch and let us know what you need and we can add it to your account. Now, before I show you how this works, I'll just mention that your particular template will either have a single stage sign-off, in which case when you go into the sign-off section you'll just see a form, or it'll have a multi-stage sign-off. Now, in my particular template, it has a multi-stage sign-off. You can see we have this Add Item button here when we open up the sign-off section. So it allows for multiple levels of sign-off. It could be quality control, authorized for issue, that type of thing. I'm going to go ahead and add a new sign-off. Now what you'll notice is there's this little lightning bolt in the top right hand corner. Like I say, this won't be on your reports by default unless you've asked us for this. Now if I was to add this sign-off manually, I could select an option, either quality control sign-off in this particular form or other for some different type of sign-off, and then I could just fill this form in. The only thing is I'm going to be typing the same thing over and over again for different survey reports. I have to put my name in. Might not seem like much, but if it's a particularly long name, it's some extra typing that's involved. Also, the signature is something I'd either have to upload or I'd have to do on my mobile app using a stylus or using my finger. So that's not ideal. What you would really want to be able to do is pre-populate this field and also the signature. And also this button here too. Essentially, you might have a quality control sign-off, which is the same person every time. Maybe you've got a different type of sign-off, for example, authorized for issue, and that's somebody else. So let's go ahead and we're going to use this quick fill option instead of doing it manually. Now you can see here I've got two quick fills on this template. I've got one for myself and one for Andrew. I'm going to select my own one. You'll notice it's put in the name and it's put in the signature automatically. The only thing left to do is to put in the date, which is relatively quick. So I hit save. There's my signature added. Now you might be worried about someone else using that quick fill to sign off a survey report on your behalf when you didn't actually want them to do that. If that's a concern, it's worth mentioning that everything is audited within our system. So you can see here on the left hand side, this little icon is telling me it was actually me who signed this off, and it also has the date and time in which that was done. So the audit is a great way of seeing who genuinely did sign something off. If you think this feature would be helpful on your account, please let us know and send over some information about what you actually want. If you're wondering how you can get your signature in a sort of digital format, what I often suggest to people is if you get a black pen, thick black pen, and a bit of paper, and simply draw your signature as large as you can. Usually a big felt tip is good for this. Then if you take a photograph of that signature, you can use editing tools online just to get rid of the background, crop it as tight as possible, and save this as a digital signature. So take a physical photo of your signature, edit in one of these tools, and voila, you have something you can include in the sign-off. So to recap, quick fills are a great way to speed up the way that you do your sign-offs, but you'll need to get in touch with us so we can add them to your account.